Today we visit one of the most advanced cotton regions on Earth, deep inside Australia, where farmers turn dry fields into mountains of white gold. You see endless rows of green plants under a bright blue sky. Huge tractors move in perfect lines. Every step is precise. Every mistake can cost a full season. Natural cotton faces tough competition from synthetic fibers, but brands, fashion houses, and parents still trust cotton when they want comfort, strength, and safe fabric for skin. So how do these simple seeds turn into a t-shirt that touches skin all day? Stay with me as we follow the full journey. From dry soil, to seed, to white cotton balls, all the way through giant machines inside high-tech factories, until the moment a smooth roll of fabric reaches the final stage. After this story, you will never look at your clothes in the same way again. Our journey starts early in the morning on a huge cotton farm in Australia. The land looks flat and wide, with soil that waits for the new season. Farmers do not start with seeds. They start with the ground itself. Heavy tractors move across the field and turn the soil. This step, called tilling, breaks hard clumps, mixes old plant parts into the soil, and exposes insect eggs and disease organisms that hide near the surface. When sunlight, fresh air, and birds reach them, many pests die. That means fewer problems later when young cotton plants try to grow. Once the field looks smooth and ready, farmers add organic fertilizer. This can include compost, animal manure, or other natural material that adds nutrients back into the soil. Cotton needs key elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium so that roots grow deep, stems stay strong, and leaves grow wide enough to capture sunlight. If this step has poor planning, the plant can grow weak, and the final fiber can lose quality. So farmers test the soil, measure what it lacks, and place the right amount of fertilizer before any seed goes into the ground. Now the most important part begins. A large seeding machine enters the field. This machine has many small tubes and openers. As it moves forward, it opens the soil, drops seeds, and covers them again in one smooth move. In a single acre, farmers sow tens of thousands of cotton seeds. Every seed has a fixed distance from the next one. That distance matters. If plants grow too close, they fight for light and nutrients. If they stay too far apart, land goes to waste and yield falls. Machines help farmers follow the design perfectly over many hectares. Cotton loves warm, bright weather. That is one reason Australia is such a good home for this crop. Many growing regions there have long, sunny days, light winds, and dry air. The soil warms up early in the season and stays warm for months, which helps seeds sprout and young plants grow strong. Cotton also does not need as much water as crops like rice or sugarcane, so it fits well in areas where water is limited and must be used carefully. On most modern farms, irrigation is planned like a timetable. Pipes, channels, or drip lines bring water to each field on fixed days. In many regions, farmers water cotton roughly 2 times each week during the most important growth stages. This schedule is only a starting point. Too much water can drown roots, invite fungal disease, and make the plant weak. Too little water slows growth and lowers the number of bolls the plant can produce. Because of this, growers act like detectives. While cotton plants grow taller, the rest of nature wakes up too. Weeds spring up between rows and fight for the same water, light, and nutrients. Insects bite, chew, or suck sap from leaves and young bolls. Diseases try to enter roots and stems through tiny wounds in the plant. To protect their fields, Australian farmers use many tools at the same time. They choose seed varieties that resist common insects or diseases. They rotate cotton with other crops so that pests do not find the same plant waiting for them every year. They also manage field borders, removing old plant trash where insects may hide over winter. When pests still appear, farmers can use machines or carefully chosen chemicals. On large farms, you may see small aircraft or drones fly low over the plants at sunrise. Pilots steer them in straight, tight paths while nozzles spray a fine mist over many hectares in minutes. This method uses less fuel and often less chemicals than slow ground machines. After weeks of careful care, the plants begin to change. Small flower buds appear on the branches. They open into white or cream flowers, then shift to a darker color as they age. Each flower only lasts for a short time. When it dries and falls away, a tiny green ball is left behind. This is the cotton ball. Inside this small package, seeds and fiber start to grow. Hot, sunny days help each ball swell and fill. Over time, the outer shell becomes dry and brittle. One day it cracks open, and white cotton bursts out in soft, fluffy locks. Seen from a distance, the field looks like someone has spread snow across the red Australian soil. As harvest season approaches, farmers want the fibre to be as clean as possible. Green leaves and dry plant pieces can stain or contaminate cotton during picking. To avoid this, many farms use chemicals called defoliants. These products signal the plant to drop its leaves. With fewer leaves in the way, machines can pick more clean fibre and less trash. However, defoliants also raise questions. Health experts and environmental groups ask how these chemicals affect workers, soil life, and nearby waterways. In response, cotton growers follow strict labels, use protective gear, and time sprays to calm weather. Scientists keep searching for safer formulas and even non-chemical methods, like special varieties that drop leaves on their own when days become shorter. When most leaves have fallen and nearly all bolls are fully open, it is time to harvest. Huge cotton pickers or strippers roll into the field on tall wheels. At the front, rows of spinning spindles or brushes move into the plants. They grab fluffy cotton, pull it away from the dry boll, and send it up into the body of the machine. Inside, fans and screens separate loose fibre from sticks and large plant pieces. Some machines form long rectangular modules on the go. Others create tight round bales wrapped in plastic. On a healthy farm, 1 acre of land in Australia can give more than a tonne of cotton lint. Across hundreds or thousands of acres, this adds up to tens of tonnes of clean fibre ready for the next stage. As the sun goes down on harvest days, the field becomes busy in a different way. Trucks and tractors arrive next to the modules and bales. Workers check moisture levels, wrap and secure each load, and use loaders to place them on trailers. Many cotton regions in Australia built ginning plants close to farms. This short distance matters. It cuts fuel costs, lowers the risk of rain damage, and keeps dust or mud off the fibre. Within hours or days of harvest, cotton that was still on a plant is already moving into the first factory in its journey, the cotton gin. This factory has one main job: turn raw cotton into clean fibre. Long belts carry cotton into gins, where saws pull lint through narrow slots. Seeds and leaves fall away. They do not go to waste. Many seeds become animal feed or are pressed into cottonseed oil. Clean lint then moves into presses that squeeze it into strapped, labelled bales. These bales travel to spinning mills. Inside, workers open them and feed cotton into opening and carding machines. Metal teeth comb the fibre, remove dust, and form a rope called a sliver. Several slivers join, stretch, and pass through combing, drawing, and roving stages, which align and thin the fibre. Spinning frames pull and twist these strands into strong yarn. Winding machines cut out weak spots and wrap the yarn onto cones. Next, weaving and knitting machines turn yarn into fabric. Woven cloth uses warp and weft threads. Knitted cloth uses loops for soft, stretchy material. Fresh fabric goes through washing, dyeing, and finishes that add colour and softness. Finally, big rolls go to garment factories, where people cut and sew them into clothes. That shirt in your hands has passed through fields, gins, mills, and many workers. Thank you for staying with this story till the end. If you learned something new about how cotton grows and turns into fabric, please tap like and subscribe so more people can find this video. Share it with a friend who loves clothes or cares about where products come from. And if you want more simple, relaxing videos that explain how everyday things are made, turn on the bell so you never miss the next one. See you in the next video.